Now that we've created a bridge into Ulduar, let's backtrack a little and take out the optional assembly of iron. You don't have to kill them to reach Yaxaron, but they do drop a quest if you kill either the Rune Master or Steelbreaker as your final boss. You need this quest in order to be able to fight Elgalon the Observer, and the quest requires you to kill the 4 guardians in hard mode, so it's better to get it now. Walk down the staircase and hold right. You have to clear a trash mob or 2, but they're really nothing special. The Assembly of Iron encounter consists of Steelbreaker, Rune Master Molgheim and Stormcaller Brundir. You can decide in what order you want to kill them, but you'll have to save Steelbreaker for last if you want to do it in hard mode. Killing the first boss will increase the other 2 damage done by 25%. Killing the second boss will give the final boss some special abilities and a 50% bonus to his damage done. Each boss has his own special abilities, so let's cover that part first. Steelbreaker has Fusion Punch, which inflicts 18 to 21,000 nature damage to his target and deals additional 15,000 nature damage every second for 4 seconds. The debuff is a magic effect and can be dispelled. High Voltage, an aura that inflicts 1500 damage every 3 seconds. Once one boss dies, he will get Static Disruption, inflicts 3500 nature damage in a 6 yard radius area. Also increase nature damage taken by 75% for 20 seconds. And if you leave him for last, he will get Overwhelming Power, targets the current tank on Steelbreaker, causes the affected player to deal 200% more damage for 60 seconds, but it will instantly kill you once the 60 seconds are over. Rune Master Molgheim has Ruin of Power, a ruin on the floor that will buff anyone standing on this ruin to do more damage. Shield of Ruins, shield absorbs up to 20,000 damage. If the shield absorbs the total amount, it will give Molgheim a 50% damage increase for 15 seconds. Once one boss dies, he will get Ruin of Death, a green ruin on the floor which deals shadow damage if you stand in it. Make sure not to stand in it. And if you leave him for last, he will get Ruin of Summoning, creates a ruin which spawns lightning elementals. Elementals will charge towards you, and if they reach you, they will explode and deal massive damage. Kill them with range or heal the extra damage taken. Stormcaller Brundir is the only one that you can stun, and he has Chain Lightning, which deals nature damage but can be interrupted. Overload, he will start casting a 6-second spell. Once he's done, he will overload and deal massive AoE damage. He will also become immune to stuns, so move away from him when he's casting Overload. Once one boss dies, he will get Lightning Whirl, which fires multiple bolts of lightning and can be interrupted. If you leave him for last, he will become completely immune to stuns, and he will get Lightning Tendrils. Brundir lifts off into the air and gains an AoE ability that deals nature damage to anyone in close range. Move away from him when he's casting this. Now you know their abilities, let's take a look at the actual fight. Like I said before, keeping Steelbreaker as your final boss is called hard mode, and it really becomes a hard fight. He hits like a truck, so I advise you to kill him first if you don't need any special achievements or loot from this encounter. Phase 1 and 2 are all about surviving while getting the bosses down and getting yourself into phase 3. There are 2 talents that I can advise you to get, and those are Sacred Shield and Hand of Purity. Both of them are to reduce the damage taken. Keep Sacred Shield up at all times and use Hand of Purity when Steelbreaker has placed his dot on you. I like to use Divine Purpose since I don't have Selfless Healer for my self healing, and the procs are amazing for survivability. It's up to you in what order you want to kill the first 2 bosses. I chose to kill the Rune Master first and the Stormcaller second. Like I said, keep Sacred Shield up at all times, use Hand of Purity when you have a dot on you, and move the bosses out of any blue runes on the floor. I switch to Seal of Insight when my health gets low just to make sure that I survive. The Rune Master is dead, so I don't have to worry about positioning anymore. I move to the Stormcaller and interrupt him as much as possible. Move away from him when he's casting the Overload spell. The second boss is down, and now phase 3 and the fun begins. He will place a debuff on you called Overwhelming Power. It's much like the buff you get from the second dragon in Blackwing Lair. It increases your DPS to an insane amount, but it kills you after 60 seconds. It should be really easy to burn him down now, and once you kill him, just wait to die. Unfortunately, not even a bubble will save you from death. If you manage to defeat the assembly with Steelbreaker as your last boss, then you shouldn't have a problem at all with the other combinations. Just make sure to kill Steelbreaker first, because he is the real damage dealer of the group. There are 5 achievements that you can earn on this encounter, and I know for certain that you can solo 4 of them. But I'm on your side. It requires you to defeat the assembly while under the effect of an Iron Boot Flask. You can buy this flask in Storm Peaks from either Olot Elegut if you're Horde and Rourke Sharp Chin if you're Alliance. It costs 10 relics of Ulduar to make the vendors available and another 10 to buy the item. Use the flask before you engage the assembly and kill them while looking like an Iron Dwarf. I Choose You comes in 3 different variations, each requires you to kill a different boss at the end. The final achievement is called Can't Do That While Stunned. It requires you to kill Stormcaller Broondeer before he manages to cast Chain Lightning or Lightning Whirl. This is the one that I couldn't do, but you might be able to. Simply interrupt him and DPS him down before he casts any spells. I didn't have enough DPS or not enough interruptions to pull it off, but you might be able to. That's all the information I have on the Assembly of Iron. Click here to see the next video, and until next time guys, see ya!